Yeah, did you get bounced out, Gavin?
It got bounced out, and then it started up again, and
yeah, mine did too. Oh, now I see everybody again.
Okay.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, everybody's showing up now. So
I was just asking Nicholas what he was drinking.
Gavin?
What?
Chris Stevens, Chris wants to come on. Do you know how to?
Oh, okay.
Not all Chris.
Yeah, all Chris.
Yep.
Oh, Chris.
I need an alternative to Skype. Google Hangouts still actually exists, but you have to. It's like a for businesses and doing meetings and stuff like that.
Well, isn't this a meeting of sorts?
Well, no, you have to have like a business license or something.
Oh, yeah, I have it at work as part of our G Suite, but
part of your.
Is that how they're marketing it now? Is a professional video service or whatever?
Yeah, it's called Google Chat.
Oh, you're right there.
Hangouts.
Oh, there's all Chris.
Aw,
Chris.
Aw, Chris.
Hey. What's going on?
I was awing at the dick in the chat room.
Daniel says Zoom.
Daniel says Zoom.
I don't know, not after what I've read lately.
It's the quality is much better. That's the hard part is like
the quality.
Problems potentially with security and stuff, but man, their audio quality is really good.
Well, then again, I don't use this computer for anything like
Well, and who gives a shit if this gets out, right? Or if somebody Zoom bombs us, who cares? They show porn in the chat room, great,
right?
The fun.
We all need chat. We all need porn.
Exactly.
Right.
Chris, what are you drinking tonight?
Bud Light at the moment. I'm about to have a fire.
I was going to say there needs to be a shot of Fireball.
Handy dandy breathalyzer.
Oh.
What is that?
Breathalyzer.
Why?
Is that so that you don't drive your golf cart while intoxicated?
But I am having a beer and testing my blood alcohol.
So this is all a very technical experiment tonight.
It's about science. Right. Science.
Well, you missed our technology
segment.
Nicholas, what are you and Granny doing?
Oh my God! Would you shut up? We're trying to get Granny on Skype.
Good luck with that.
All it's going to do is he's going to get on there and go, my phone is so fucked up. My phone is so retarded.
Oh, so that's why Skype crashed. Okay. Now we know why Skype crashed. Okay.
Yeah, because
you don't have an account. Yeah.
So you just make up a new one.
What was that?
Just make up a new one.
Nicholas, what you can do is turn the camera towards Granny, and then you can sit in his lap.
Aww. Social distancing.
Oh, right.
Oh, there you go.
We've always practiced that with Granny, even before we knew what it was.
With social distancing?
Yeah.
Chris, I read on the website for the that the June Lone Star Party has been moved to September.
I think we're a little too far ahead of that, but whatever.
It's been decided, so.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm hoping that the groping at the corner pocket doesn't get canceled. So.
Just have to. By the way, I just saw that the round trip fare from Denver to New Orleans was like $109 or something like that.
Round trip.
Yeah.
Up to NOLA?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
We got gypped.
No, wait a minute. Chris is going to talk. Go ahead.
I found this app called Hopper. When I was texting you and telling you I had flights for $94 and shit like that,
Uh-huh.
that was the app I was using. If anybody's looking for flights or anything, download the Hopper app, and it'll update you every day as flights go up and down.
Okay, that's Hopper is what he said. Hopper.
Yeah.
Which is easy to remember this Easter weekend.
There
Just
you
take
go.
Big Fatty and the turlet.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm your cat.
Big Fatty, turlet, hop. There you
Do
go.
I hear Buddy Boy? Buddy Boy?
Do what?
I hear somebody. I don't know.
I got
I
nothing.
don't know.
I'm hearing things.
You know,
I'm hearing
we're
It
voices.
wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
getting old.
Here's
Daniel, New Orleans is the last weekend in August. It's
I'm going to check on
I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's the last weekend in August. Well, here I've got the marking calendar right here. Hang on.
Yeah, it's the 28th through the 30th.
Right, 28th through the 30th, but our room rate goes the 26th through the 1st.
I don't want to use my work.
And that was $89 pre-COVID. They may pay us $89 a night to come.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say, like, you guys haven't announced the like a code or whatever, so they could update the room rate, right?
We don't have it yet, so that's a good thing because
Right.
room rate. Oh, wait a minute, we're taking a breathalyzer right now. All right, where are you at, Chris?
I need a breathalyzer.
0.06.
Is that legal?
Right?
Yes.
2/10 away from legal. That's after one beer.
Oh, wow.
Two beers will put you over the legal limit.
Well, I am out of practice, so.
Okay. I bet.
No,
I bet if you do a shot of Fireball, it'll be over 1.0.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah. You know,
Oh, Bill.
we'll find out.
We're gonna find out. Okay.
I'm hoping that the Pride 48 weekend that we're just on the outside of when things are loosening up, so to speak, and that the corner pocket will be those strippers will want to work for those
Let me
tips.
just put it to you this way: there is not a single stripper that has ever worked at the corner pocket that will ever participate in social distancing.
God, look at the bushes on these guys.
Good point.
Well, if Pride 48 goes as good as it next year, I will leave happy. So.
There you have it.
Yeah, I had
Big-
lots of fun.
You had a good
Larkin,
time
what's it
last
going to
year,
take to
didn't
get you to come to it one year? Okay, great.
Is he still there?
Who?
He's probably muted.
Larkin.
Oh, no. He's moving. He's looking at the porn.
Larkin's moving.
Yeah.
Everybody get cocktails.
Oh, he's not listening to us.
No, those
Can you
boys
hear
were
us,
not social distancing last year, Big Fatty. They were
Larkin is not.
they were up
listening.
close.
What are you
listening
doing,
to
Chris?
us, Larkin?
Everybody get
Bible.
cocktails. Cheers.
Hey, wait a minute. Here goes.
Cheers.
Here goes.
There you go.
That's more than a
That's
shot.
a shot right there.
Okay.
Aren't those like 3 ounces?
Yep, that's about 3 shots.
that's
Is it?
well, no, it's
It's
two.
No.
1.5.
Bottle, so phone close.
1.5 ounces per shot.
Larkin.
If you're a lightweight.
Yas.
Yeah.
Okay,
3
so
or
you
4
can't hear
ounces a
us.
shot for me.
I can hear you. There's just so much going on.
So what would it take to get you to come to New Orleans?
Um,
Oh, gee. Can't go through there.
I'm supposed to be going up to Port Angeles, Washington, which is right across the sound from like Victoria, British Columbia,
Right.
in June. But if this COVID-19 stuff continues, I might be able to. I can't swing both, so.
Right.
And the
Well, you
government's
can't-
giving us a check for $1,200, so whenever
Right.
that shows up.
Well,
Yeah.
Now, Larkin,
Larkin-
you came to to Las Vegas one time, didn't you?
Twice.
Twice. Okay.
and Larkin, I don't have a roommate yet, so you'd be welcome to share a room. So.
Okay. Oh.
He
So I'll
can't
know
He can't
a
see you
little bit
naked.
more.
Okay.
Huh?
By the way,
Well,
young
I
Nicholas
can
will
speak
probably need a
poison,
roommate
and
also.
I'll just.
Yeah.
Larkin would get to see me naked, so my roommates have all been horrified by that, I'm sure.
Well, I've seen you in your underwear, so
Chris is waving his smoke stick.
Roommate?
Do what?
Nick looking for a roommate?
No, he's not looking for a roommate. I was just making a funny. Y'all would all fight to have him as your roommate.
Who?
Chris from Tennessee, from New Jersey, from Tennessee, probably wants it more than anyone. But anyway, just for the drink
you know,
stirring. Or
who
I don't
is taking
know,
over?
Mike John from Gayish. Hey, Rusty Trombone. Hey, girl. Hey.
Oh my God!
That's got to be angle. That's all because it was the proper angle. Huh?
Nicholas, quit looking at Granny's phone and look at that big dick.
I'm not.
You're missing the
I'm
good
in the
stuff.
Skype call. Granny is officially on Skype.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
Switch over to Google Hangouts.
You guys
Burn
you guys need
burn
to
it down.
get into different rooms and turn the TV off in the background.
Right?
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who is that? Fucking Dan?
No, that was Jim.
Oh, it sounds like fucking Dan.
Well, he and fucking Dan are both pigs.
Well, yes.
Or both what?
but
Pigs.
but we love a good
Jim and fucking Dan's middle names are Dumpster.
There you go.
And the first would be come.
Right?
And Gavin,
Yeah. I think there's
Granny sent you a wave on Skype.
Yes, I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
Even though I just did it 10 minutes ago, I'm trying to remember how to make it.
Somebody sing Downtown. Downtown.
Downtown.
Oh my God.
It's not working, I hear.
Y'all, as confusing as this is tonight, can you
Yes.
only imagine what tomorrow night will be like?
I was kind of wondering.
Hey, Granny. Oh, you got your.
No, I'm on Nick's. And shut up.
Okay.
I
You
know what
only
I'm
wish you
gonna
were
say.
on Nick.
I'm showing up so what I do hit chat.
Hold on.
Poor Nicholas. He's having this Granny with technology.
No, that's my thing.
Y'all,
Rick
I'm
got
going to just tell you something. If New Orleans happens, y'all, part of my show there is going to be Granny trying to talk to Siri.
40 seconds. 40. What?
Granny trying to what?
Talk to Siri.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing funnier on the face of the earth than Granny interacting with Siri, because Siri is like, I don't know what you mean. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you repeat yourself? And Granny's like, "Ah!" You know.
voice to text.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
There you
now
are.
move
There we
move
are.
into different rooms.
I'm old. It takes me a
Join the
minute.
chat. You don't have the camera syndrome.
Oh,
You're
you know
gonna
what?
get a lot of
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Finally.
Somebody, you're gonna have to mute one of you.
practice social
Yeah, one of
distancing.
y'all got to get out of that room.
Yeah.
You're getting
Yeah.
Granny.
What?
Yeah.
gonna hang up on you.
What?
No.
Huh?
Nicholas, go in the bedroom.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you guys need to socially distance.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on.
We got to take a shot of sake.
A what?
Sake.
Oh, yum.
Sucky?
Oh, that's hot. Yeah.
He's going to the bedroom that way he can watch, he can play his computer game.
Who's that puppy?
All right.
What's puppy?
Granny, you've met Laughing Buddha before. That's he's Wave Laughing Buddha, okay. And you've met Bill in St. Louis before. Wave Bill. Hey Bill. Okay. But I
You
don't
don't
know
have to go through it
have
all.
you
'cause
met
I see
Larkin?
I'm
Have you met
waving.
Granny?
I'm waving to you.
Hi.
Granny, I mean Larkin. Have you met Granny?
Not officially, no.
Okay, well you
Hi,
have,
Granny.
Well, hi, Larkin.
and you know Gavin and Jim, blind guy Jay. You can't
Yep.
see him because he's blind.
I
Yeah.
got
Bill,
you know what I do?
finding delicious things tonight.
I go to Total Wine and I move all the products Jay talks about so we can't find them next time.
Right. Nice.
You work at Total Wine, Larkin?
Is that what it's called? Yeah. The one that he likes to go to is like less than a mile from my house.
Turn the volume down.
Oh, you
So I
go
go
to? I
there.
thought you said you work there.
No, I go there and all the products he says he likes, I move them.
Okay, Granny and Nicholas, you guys need to move apart.
They are, but they're doing this.
He's blind and could tell that.
Well, we got all that echo going on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Well, I
better.
turned the volume down, so I thought that would help.
I do not wine.
No, we can still hear you, Granny.
I muted Nicholas.
Do
What?
what?
Turn the phone off, Granny. That'll help.
What did you say, Mark?
I
How
said
dare you?
I muted Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
Oh. He's not saying much.
Are you showing them your feet?
What?
What?
It looked like Nick put his feet up at the camera.
You idiot.
Now,
Oh,
all of a sudden, there's somebody on the call that's going, it's probably Chris from Tennessee, from New Jersey, from Tennessee. I want to see his fucking feet. Stir my drink while I'm looking at his feet. Speaking of that, is Durwood still here?
In the chat room?
Uh-huh. I don't know.
No, my interests are
Yes.
much more tactile. I'll have
Durwood, are
to
you
check
still
young
around?
Nicholas out when I meet him.
Durwood's
You
still
gonna do
there.
what, young Nicholas?
Oh, I said I'll have to
I
check
just
him out when
leaned
I meet
into
him.
my microphone so I could hear Blind Guy Jay better.
Right.
You
I
want to
said
do?
I'll have to
Down.
check him out when I meet him.
You'll
My
have to.
interests
Okay.
Still
are much more
echoing?
tactile.
By the way, Nick, Blind Guy Jay, he's blind, so speak out loud and slow.
Oh,
Right. Yeah,
I
because I'm
can't
stupid as
sign
well.
I got to pee. I'll be ready.
Oh, Gavin,
There goes Gavin's bladder.
Take it with you.
Is it?
Golden seal is broken.
Yeah.
you know,
Big
you
fatty.
put your headphones
How are
in.
you?
I'm sorry, what, Bill?
Wasn't me.
Oh, who was it?
How many drinks
Oh,
in
it's
are you?
wait a minute, it's Chris. All right, what is it, Chris?
How many drinks in are you?
Well, 1.5. Can you
Yeah,
tell?
it doesn't take much with Big Fatty.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You can tell.
Those are the the shows in
Wait,
person are the best.
wait a minute. All right, what now?
No big fatty. Start.
God.
Can I just say,
Yes, talk.
You got to speak up.
so whenever you say, can I just say,
Uh-huh.
then everybody knows you're drunk.
Can I just say that I'm drunk?
Yeah.
Do I really say that when I'm drunk?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We said
Yeah.
horrifying.
That's how I know you're crossing over.
You go, can I just say I'm drunk? And then when you go past that point, you're like,
I'm fucked up. You're halfway on
And
the
then I start
camera,
farting and
Nick.
shit my pants, right?
Mhm. On the way back to the room at the bee house. Yep.
Right.
Move your camera over. You're halfway on it.
Excuse me, I think that means you mean Metropolis in the name of Metropolis.
Yep.
But I have remodeling the pig pen, and I'm on to the maze now.
Oh, what are we doing?
Oh.
Maze.
So what are you?
What are you
What are
doing?
you remodeling?
Your camera. No, your camera.
I remodeled the pig pen.
You were just showing half of it.
All right, y'all got to get out of the same room.
Yeah. I did.
Are they putting a tub in the? Are they putting a tub in the maze?
Ew.
Please. You're still half showing.
Showers in the maze.
There's already a
What's that?
shower up there.
There's-
I
shower
know,
in the
but they're so
maze?
dark in there. It's like,
Oh.
Do you
That's
want
okay. Dark would be perfect for me.
I see now. We remodeled the pig pen. I remodeled the pig pen.
What did you do in the pig pen?
I remodeled it.
You were sitting halfway into the camera.
Shut up, Rick. All right, what did you do in the pig pen?
Well, we have a whole new entrance called the locker room, which actually has lockers in it,
Right.
and a place to sit down and change clothes and blah 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 blah.
Because everybody's getting older.
Big fatty.
The the back room where the 3 slings were strung up at,
Mm-hmm.
those aren't there anymore.
Oh.
It's a puppy scene.
Ew.
Jim.
Trust me, you'll fit right in as big a dog as you are.
Oh,
Oh.
Wow.
I guess you're coming that night. I hope you.
One individual sling room. That same thing as back, but small. That took up a lot of real estate, and just a few other little. There'll be 3 functioning showers in there.
Did you hang the slings back up on the other side?
Yeah, the slings are there.
Oh.
There's actually probably 1 or 2 more than what we had.
Okay. I was talking to Larry the other night.
Well, good. But now I'm on to the maze, which is 8 glory hole booths upstairs. Bunch of
We
different.
got a lot of noise happening over you, Chris, so I can't hear words you're
Yeah,
saying.
we need to. Somebody mute
it's
Granny.
Granny.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Upstairs in the maze, I'm moving glory hole booths. We have 6 up there now, so we'll end up with 8. That will give us 10 glory holes, I believe. So there's like
Nice.
you can imagine to suck and fuck. It'll be able to happen.
But there's not a sling. Is there going to be a sling in the new maze?
I'm going to build the platform.
We
you
still
leaving the
have the.
They're so hung up on somebody's going to steal it. So if I
Mhm.
make a $20 sling, okay, fucking take it. No.
I'll
get one of the
donate.
nylon ones and just bolt, like literally padlock it to the.
Right.
I've tried that argument, and we go back 15 years ago. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Will they still have the cross up in the other room up there?
Yeah, we do. We will still have the St. Andrew's cross in the.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Stop rocking.
I still want Granny to flog me at some point when I get back there. That's what I'm waiting for.
All right.
And Granny's not answering.
Oops.
There she is.
Good push. Good push.
I like your I like your pussy, Rick. You're on mute for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, I put him on mute. I'll take him off.
Hold on.
Chris is back.
Yeah, I had to check my power plug.
Oh.
There you go.
What, have you taken your breathalyzer since you had the shot of Fireball?
Oh, you know what? Since you mentioned it, let's do it. Let's see.
Okay,
All right,
we can.
let's do it right now.
Rick.
Watch out.
You know what? I want a shot of vodka.
Rick, oh, don't drink all my vodka. There isn't that much left.
Weren't you going to shop anymore?
Oh, you have that
Sure
bottle
would.
right there in front of you.
Bevmo or
it's
Total
right.
Wine
Okay.
delivers.
He's got one of them little bottles of 100 proof vodka.
Oh my God, it's like an old married couple. But you know what? Chick.
I wouldn't care, except that like going to the store is just frightening. So
I know.
Yeah.
Get
We're right in
delivery.
the thick of things.
Gavin, as frightening as it is for you when you walk in the store, can you just imagine what they think?
oh, I believe me.
Yeah, just imagine what they think when Big Fatty walked in the store.
How dare you? How dare you?
You know what, Kevin? You're
That-
great.
Big Fatty goes to the same places, so they're all used to him.
That is
You would think.
That is Charleston. He walked in with
You are too, Jim.
What?
You are too. I'm still full from that fucking sandwich you made.
Oh. All right, wait a minute. Chris was saying something to me. What now?
Blind Guy Jay was saying they all know you. I said Big Fatty's from Charleston. He walks in with distinction, so it whatever he buys is good.
That's good. Thank you.
He's got.
Oh, I thought you were going to say distinction and ask what kind of sting
Well,
that
it's,
was.
Yeah, I was wondering where
but
this.
emphasis on stink.
Yeah, I was gonna say the stink part. I understand.
Yeah, especially when he walks in with his teal sunglasses and his teal bandana mask.
Or orange.
Well, both were. Like, no, I'm going to make a prediction right now.
What?
When all the social distancing is over, in the gay community, there's going to be a huge surge in STDs.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think?
That's just my guess.
Do you think there will be a baby boom?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Butt babies, yes.
And they already said they're going to they're going to start generation.
There's already been twins born during the coronavirus, and their names are Corona and COVID.
No.
Yeah, in England.
Oh, that's such poor taste.
Oh yeah.
That's what
But
you
I
get
gotta
for being
love it.
freaking hetero, Shit. Corona and COVID. That's what you get.
Well, with any luck, those two twins will be orphans soon.
Probably.
Mark!
It's
terrible.
Oh my God! That's hard.
That was very unexpected.
Clark, I would not have expected that.
Not out of him. Oh my God! Clearly, the vodka's kicking in.
I was going to say, what number
Yes.
are you on right now?
Well, my coworkers and I had a happy hour at 2:30.
Oh my!
It's not
And then-
happy hour.
And then
that's an early happy hour.
Did you have a
well,
it's quarantine.
Well, we had an all hands meeting, and we were in one chat room
I love
commenting on what our management was saying. So, and
Mark?
what's that?
What are you drinking?
Gin and tonic.
Oh,
lemon.
So how many is this for you?
Well, this is my fourth drink since.
Oh my!
Oh my God!
And
you know what?
And this was the gay pour.
What are we
Oh
on
yes,
for?
I'm on my
Now,
first,
Mark, will you be sober enough to join the Pride 48 cocktail party tomorrow night?
I'm on my
Yeah,
first drink,
actually.
although it looks like this. But
You
I-
know, He'll
have
probably need to recover.
I have a cough and cribbage appointment tomorrow at 9 a.m. So I'm gonna need to toddle off here soon. But
Wait, did you
yeah,
say- Did you say Quidditch?
no,
Playing
not
Quidditch.
cribbage. You know,
What is that?
It's a card game.
Oh, okay. All right. I know.
Can I just
I
tell
think
everybody to go
my
to the
grandmother
chat room
played
and look
that.
at what Tim and Alaska posted?
Look.
Oh, did he
what is young
find
Nicholas
something
doing?
good?
He was stirring my drink appropriately.
Wait a minute. Go back and show us that again.
Wait.
No, this goes on. No, this goes on YouTube. Stop.
It's too bad Chris in Tennessee can't see that.
I guess.
Or Jay.
Really is.
Right. Of course, Grant's drinking Diet Coke. Okay.
No, it's regular.
Aw.
I'll have to swirl the stirring rod there
He's such a good.
when I meet you in New Orleans.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I post this on YouTube, so people can't do that.
It's Sammy said to do
Okay.
it.
Now
Now that you've said
no,
that,
what I'm
it's
saying
okay,
now I literally can't post this.
right?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
So
Can't you cut that part out?
no, there's no way to.
Gavin
Can you
doesn't
just
edit.
cut it off? All right.
No.
well.
They don't have explicit tags, Gavin, that you can put on it.
No.
No,
Way to go,
not on
Sammy.
YouTube.
Thanks for ruining everything, Nick.
No,
You're
just,
the one
no,
that
I'm
told
just
him to
saying,
do it.
I'm just saying this for the future for other people.
Okay.
Okay.
They didn't know. It's not anybody's fault. I'm just saying.
You should have bounced them out. You knew it was going to happen.
Daniel says the new
did
YouTube
not.
Studio allows you to edit out sections after the upload.
Oh, really?
I just had to do it for a video on our channel.
Oh, okay. I'll give that.
Oh,
a
and
shot.
he's doing crafting stuff, so it must have been
No,
tame, whatever he
that's
had
Baron
edit out.
Frosty that's doing crafting shit.
Maybe Daniel is stirring cocktails now, and he had to edit that out.
Could be.
Right. I'd like to see that. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's this?
yeah.
Oh my God!
I don't see any flesh.
Yes, please.
Or just a piece of flesh hanging in between his legs.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a sensitive area to have tattooed.
Oh, your shit face.
All I gotta say is Laughing Buddha is fucked up.
But I love
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I
There's
am.
no. I would be judging if you weren't fucked up. Let's just. Can I just say?
What?
'Cause, that's
Can
what I
I
say.
just
when
say-
I'm
Can I just
fucked up.
say?
Can I just say? Ooh,
What'd you do, fart?
no.
No, he shit himself. He didn't fart. He
Yeah.
shit himself.
Eating and licking on a nice butthole.
Well,
What are
thank
you
you,
doing, Nick?
Laughing Buddha, for joining us tonight.
Doing?
Oh, it was
Twiddling.
fun. I mean, I could sit here and get fucked up by myself or do it with my friends. So-
Right. You might as well
Chris.
do it with your friends.
Chris, did you take the alcohol breathalyzer?
Yes, I'm holding. Yes, holding steady at .07.
07, so you're still good.
Okay.
And you're
Oh,
on
so have
beer-
another shot of Fireball.
you've had beer number what?
That's 4 beers and 2 shots.
4 beers,
beers
and shots, and
Wow.
he's still.
Okay, so what's wrong with the breathalyzer?
Nothing. Sounds like, Chris is a professional.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of
So-
drunk shit,
Granny,
Yes.
tell us, explain. I've never had sake. What does it like? What is similar, or what does it taste like?
Fried
Well,
rice.
this is apple sake.
Okay.
It tastes like apple juice.
Oh,
Oh, huh?
Gavin, sake is a fermented rice wine.
I know that. I just didn't. I have never tasted it.
This one's a flavored sake.
Oh. Have you ever had Japanese food, Gavin?
Sounds delicious. Yes, I've. No, I've
I've
never.
tasted I've tasted sake, but never had a flavored one.
Yeah, apple sake is good.
Apple
That
sake.
sounds
Well,
good.
what does regular sake, like plain sake, taste like?
It's more of a rice. It has a rice and a toasty note to it.
It's
It kind of wineish to me.
Yeah.
it's. I was gonna say it's like a distilled
wine.
wine kind of
Okay, all right.
hit.
I mean, because I'll try
But
anything.
it tastes better when you warm it up.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Like
That's true.
So,
room
so Nick
temperature. Or
farted
warm?
on it.
You're talking
No,
about room temperature or warm? Warm.
Put it
No, you
microwave
warm
light.
it up. Just a little warm is
Yeah.
really nice.
Like just
By the way,
shove the bottle in the microwave and nuke it.
by the way, Daniel says that Toasty Notes was his stripper name in the 90s.
Right.
I am not surprised by that.
Right.
No one is
Sounds about right.
I want to know if everybody that's in the chat room tonight will be at the Pride 48 cocktail party tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Why not?
Randy is yes. Nick is yes.
I'm going to
Oh,
try.
yes.
Yes.
Chris is yes. Mark,
Yes. Yep.
Jim, Gavin.
If I can get vodka,
Yep.
I am.
Like we all
Yeah,
got
what?
anything to do.
If I can get more vodka, I am.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So that's a yes.
Yep.
Bill,
Who keeps farting?
Yes.
that's a yes. Who are you? You're Larkin.
I'll be here.
Like,
I don't know what time is it. 5 o'clock Pacific.
Yes. It's
Why
not
is
like
Larkin
you're
so
fucking
dark?
doing anything.
He's sitting in the dark.
Well, that's
Well,
that's
I have-
kind
I have-
of like
I have
Larkin's
dinner.
trademark, sitting in the
Right.
dark.
Larkin's
know.
got appetizers
You know,
for everybody.
this is what an air fryer gets you, Big Daddy.
Oh, look.
What
There's
is
a
that? I
sake-
can't see it.
There's a
Oh,
sake
that's good.
dispenser in the chat room.
And I'll be
Oh
there.
yeah.
Is that better?
Durwood-
I'll
Durwood will
take
be
I'll
here.
take that.
Larkin, what's on your plate? Tell us.
Fish sticks and French fries.
You had me at fish stick. No, not.
Fish stick?
They're good. They're the Costco ones in a bag. They're
Jim.
not like the ones you ate as a kid.
Jim,
Yes,
he said
yes, love.
fish. He said fish stick, not fish stick.
Say hello to Chris for us.
And Jay, I know you'll be there tomorrow.
Okay, I have
Oh,
to ask a
absolutely.
question, Larkin. Do you put ketchup on your fish sticks?
No,
Okay.
there's
Tartar sauce?
tartar sauce.
Yeah.
Tartar sauce.
Carter.
Oh, Mr. Mike will be there tomorrow night. Daniel, will you be there? Tim in Alaska, will you be there? Sam in the hinterlands.
can't see
I'm
the
sure
chat,
Sam
Sam.
will be.
Daniel said he's drunk as.
Good for you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Excellent.
no
and Zach
possibly
should-
no possiblies, Durwood. You will be there.
Oh, Durwood should be
Daniel will be there.
there.
Durwood,
Daniel, is Zach going to come with him?
please bring Zach. And how about Tim in Alaska?
Tim should come. He needs to practice social distancing
Well,
from
Tim
his
probably
husband.
needs to come because his
Well,
husband's in San Francisco.
Right?
Right.
I need to come.
Well,
And we all.
Well, Gavin, do you,
Right.
oh, don't look at me.
Okay, Durwood is now an okay.
There you go.
Alaska will make an effort to attend after an affair. He's having an affair. I don't know if his husband knows about this, but the affair is at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So, please, Tim, come. You're welcome. In fact, Tim, we would expect you to arrive appropriately late so that all heads turn as you come into the room.
Now, what do? We just come on the
I don't know how it works. All I can tell you is go to pride48.com. Old Crooked Hat will have something for you to click on, and then you can go to the
He's going to
Zoom
post it in
meeting.
the chat room, I think he's
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna post it in the chat room.
And if you're
so
part of the
people-
group me, he said he'll post it in there as well.
yeah,
And this is 8 p.m.,
Oh, okay.
right?
there will
Yeah.
be a link to click
8
on.
p.m. Eastern, right?
Eastern. Okay. The only time that matters. All right.
Right.
Yes.
Only come if it brings bread.
Oh,
What?
That'll keep everybody. This is nice. It's nice that we're like all getting together and we don't have to worry about spitting on each other.
what? How dare you?
I'm looking at you, Granny.
How dare you?
That is so hot,
There
man.
are some people. There are some people in this room that enjoy getting spit on. I'm looking
Right.
at who.
As Jim sits there with his bandana over his
Yeah.
Corona. Well, that's
Corona.
Say that.
all the pleasure without all the stress. Just throw a mask over your face.
Tell me what your not your stripper name, your drag name is.
Who?
Tim.
God.
Oh.
Can't
Tim.
remember.
Ida May.
Ida May. That's
Ida
it.
May.
Ida May. Thank
I
you,
know
Jay.
her name, yeah.
Ida May will make a dramatic entrance.
Of course, she always.
Tim, I hope that when you make an entrance, you post a picture of Ida May, because I'm
Where
sure
is
Ida
Ida May?
May will be at the affair at 4:00. So,
Who's the one with the mask?
what?
Who's the one with the mask on?
Oh, that's Jim.
Oh, that's Jim.
That's the bunghole bunny.
I'm getting ready to go to
It doesn't cover his entire face.
I keep trying.
You know what? I'm special like that, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, you're special. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's
That's why we all love you, Jim.
Short bus
Hey, boy.
special.
Short bus was
That's
bus was came back in the 80s.
right. That's okay. I'd be on
Get
the
a
short
room.
bus with him.
Oh, never mind. You have one. Okay.
Going to start
All right,
for
I
it.
need another cocktail. I shall
Wait.
return.
Chris,
I think
you
Peter,
said you're
that's your
going
cue
what?
to go get
Stir
another
crazy?
I'm going to jet out of here.
So
I'll see
am
you all
I.
tomorrow.
Bill, we love you.
Okay, enjoy the jet, man.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Good night.
Hug.
Bye. Nice
Bye.
meeting you, Larkin. See you.
See you tomorrow.
Good
Right.
night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Big kisses to
Good
Craig.
night. Laughing Buddha.
Will
Good night,
do.
Mark.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Wait, Laughing Buddha left?
Yep.
Yeah, he had crib. He was.
He's been drinking since much earlier.
Jesus.
Damn,
Well,
someone is
did he say at
attacking
2 o'clock?
my new Tumblr
Yep.
with redirect links. Okay.
I think he said 2:30. I wish I would have started then.
That's when you go to the dentist.
Yeah, right.
The grin doctor.
No, 2:30.
2:30. Okay.
2:30. Oh, Durwood's leaving. Bye,
We can't hear you.
Durwood.
Bye, Durwood. See you tomorrow night.
He pooped out already.
Bye, Daddy.
No, pocketbook.
Oh,
Bye, pocketbook.
stop.
That's coming from first.
I
You
miss
gotta speak
Durwood.
up. You gotta stay still, man.
Do you
We
guys?
can't hear you, critter.
Let's make a prediction. Will they have the hot dog down the hallway weekend this year?
No.
You think
Chris-
it'll be
Chris
canceled?
says yes. By the way, Chris, I need to make a reservation for room 4. Okay.
We
if you
need
could
1
just-
to 3.
Okay. If you could just pencil us in. I have a credit card on file.
Put it on Sammy's.
Rick and I have had this conversation.
Who
Put
had?
mine on Sammy's too.
Randy and I have had this conversation.
Well, that doesn't mean that any of the rest of us have this conversation.
Well, it's true.
Who, Granny?
What I used to be able to do and feel comfortable doing, I can't do anymore because
Okay.
there's new people there. There's I just whatever.
That sucks,
Well,
man.
just make sure that if there's somebody in there for hot dog down the hallway weekend, that they're immediately ejected.
You would have
Ditto.
luck flexing your muscle with Tim than I would just going into pain.
Well, tell Tim that I'm not going to do the September porn star weekend if I can't get room for the hot dog weekend.
That's what I mean by flexing your muscle. You tell him this is what I'm going to do.
But this is what I require.
3 and 4.
You go.
Oh, I don't know about 3.
Gavin, are you all right?
every time
Are you all right?
Did he have to run off to go to the bathroom?
Chris, you gotta get closer to your microphone or something.
Well, I'm hello.
Yeah, get
You're-
closer to your mic. Closer.
You're very distant sounding.
Ew.
Lord.
No
What
wonder you're single.
What
Nicholas
happened?
all of a sudden was showing his butthole. I don't know.
You
Hey,
can't
who's
show that
butthole?
stuff, remember?
Oh,
Oh,
well.
yeah.
or Big Fatty. That should be what your requirements are when you do this thing.
I know.
I'll do this, but I always
But-
want 3 and 4.
Right.
If I don't have 3 and 4, I'm not doing it.
Be careful.
I'm thinking if they do the hot dog down the hallway weekend, that flight should still be relatively cheap because
Well, Jay, the secret's going to be is to make the flights while the shit's still going on. Because I can
Yes.
assure you, when it's over,
people will pay
like,
a small
oh,
fortune
we need to
to
go
go
back
wherever
to
they want.
screwing everybody again. Even though
Right.
it's going to take months
TB.
for people to be comfortable about flying on an airplane.
So we need to get back talking about Big Fatty's rider for being the MC.
Right. I have a rider.
Right.
That's
Yes.
I have a
He only
rider.
wants green M&Ms in his bowl.
Right.
What do they call it? A rider, right?
Yeah. Is this the after show?
Yes.
I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
Yes, this is the after show.
It's one big cluster. How can you tell?
So the conversation I had today.
The
You
what?
gotta speak. You gotta get closer to your phone when you speak.
I'm sorry. I was trying to prepare a shot and be here. I was multitasking, and it was not working well. So the conversation I had today was with the owner was when this is over, we've got to start rethinking our process now, because when this is over, our clientele is going to be in a whole different ball game than they were 6 months ago. So we've got to start thinking now about how we're going to be attractive to our clientele. Because I told them, I said, our clientele is not corporate executive. Our clientele is blue collar, working class.
Trailer park.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the kind we all like.
Do you live in a trailer?
Yeah. Well,
Or do you like people that live in a trailer?
I'm lucky to like anybody likes them.
Right.
So
Right.
we're letting out for.
Wait a minute. Go back and say that again, Chris.
I said, so I'm trying to lay the groundwork now that this is over. This is what we're going to have to do, in my opinion. You know, y'all run the show, but this is what I think needs to happen, because we're not in the same boat we were.
There's a new normal.
Yeah.
so what do you get?
For work that this changes their whole plan. So we've got to adapt ourselves to meet those needs, and if we don't, I don't think we'll be successful.
You're just showing your
So,
shoulder.
do you guys have
what are you
good
gonna?
deals?
So what are you gonna do? Look for cleaner junkies to show up?
Oh my God.
Jim. I was going to say, do you guys have good deals on your rooms for
Yes.
July?
Nicholas, you don't listen.
Today, hot dog down July.
Wait a minute.
Chris, you
can't
gotta
hear
talk.
you
All
at
right,
all.
wait a minute. Say it again.
Jay, because Jay asked, Randy, shut up. Jay asked if we had good deals for Wednesday. Is that right, Jay?
Yes.
Yes, he asked if you had good deals.
Yeah. Jay, you do know hot dog.com? not in July this year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's in August.
That's
Ooh.
what I
2
was.
weeks before Pride 48.
Oh, okay.
Girl
But
trip.
they are still very.
God, these boys.
Jesus, fuck, shut the fuck up.
You're hot when you're mad, man.
Granny, even when you whisper, we hear every fucking word you're saying.
Well, he whispers with a lisp.
Well, he is Granny.
He is Granny, yeah.
I-
Okay, so it's 2 weeks before. Wow, I don't know if I can do 2 August
Right.
vacations. That's rough.
I can.
You probably thought
It
it
was-
could happen, and if I can make it happen, by God, I can make it fucking happen.
Right.
Yeah. I may have to wait until next year.
But Jay, the point that I will make to everyone right now is the time to look at airfares.
I would
for
be willing
potential
to buy an
just
airfare
look at 'em.
because because even if I canceled it, I could use the credit next year.
Correct.
Hey, Gavin,
Yes.
why don't you make a decision? Either Granny or the other guy is on.
Why?
Is that Nicholas?
Nicholas. Either Granny or Nicholas, because there's a lot of chatting going on there.
We hear you, Granny.
Hey, Jay,
Yes.
that app that I was talking about, the Hopper app,
Hopper.
Yes.
download that app, and because you can plug in different destinations that you are planning on going to,
Mm-hmm.
and you can keep updated, and it will send you updates on when it's higher or lower, or
So what's the airport code for the local airport there?
Bush
AGS.
No.
AGS?
Yeah.
Jim, he's flying into it more. Or
I'm
no, Jim, you never flied into Augusta, have you?
I've flown into Augusta. Oops. Hold on a second.
AGS. There we go. Alpha Golf Sierra.
Okay. I'll do some poking around.
That app is the best one I came across that has just kind of really hooked me on it, because I go every day looking at flights, and it sends me updates. And if you find a fare that you want to watch or a trip that you want to watch, you can lock on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it costs like $21 or something to lock onto it, but you get that back if you book the flight. So it's a pretty good
Cool.
app so far.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it because that's ideal. My anniversary is right around the hot dog down the hallway like weekend usually, and so it's not necessarily a great weekend to go away. But if it's in August, that would actually be ideal. It's just rough for me work-wise to get away. So right now, New Orleans falls right up against a work conference, so I'm going to fly from. I'm being positive and assuming that this is all going to happen, but I will fly directly from New Orleans to Colorado, where the work conference is happening. So, and that's cool. But like being away another time in August it's a very busy time for me. So
yeah.
Granny, you're frozen.
But I'll look at Hopper. So.
Oh, I thought he was just having a stroke.
Well,
Thank you, Chris.
It's very similar.
Tell me what kind of doctor's excuse you need, and I'll have one here.
And then, Chris, should I don't remember the process for contacting you guys because I was a member the year that I came out there, but obviously that's expired. So, how should I make my reservation? What's the best way?
For you can contact me directly, and I will take care of you.
Okay.
Will you remember that?
I'm sure Fatty can get me in contact with Chris.
No, will Chris remember it?
Jay?
Yes.
number is 843. Oh,
Oh no, 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 don't do
I-
that.
no.
Send it in the chat.
If you're
Send it in the
okay,
chat.
if you're okay, let Big Fatty know, and then I can Big Fatty can pass your number to me.
send him my number, Big Fatty.
Where's my phone? Here, I'll right now, Jay.
Big Fatty's got my phone number, so he could text it to me.
But since
That's okay.
this is too worthy, should you want to book a room at Metropolis Entertainment Complex, 706-722-1155.
No.
Don't.
You go
Be
through
careful.
Big Fatty, and then when you call, you mention Big Fatty's name, so Big Fatty gets credit for referring someone.
There you go. Do you guys?
Is that what it
do you
is?
guys? Do you guys still have a good selection of poppers at the front counter?
Oh yes.
Well,
Excellent.
But you should
Now
speak to You should speak to Derwood about the really good poppers.
Why is that?
what we call them. There are room aromatics that we have.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Room deodorizers?
Right. I don't remember what the nasty stuff was that weirdo that I met up with the first time I went there.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Narrowed that down a lot.
Yeah, well, you guys remember that guy, I'm sure.
See, Jay, I wasn't here when you were here.
I know. Yeah. Big Fatty and Gavin were, so.
Well, no,
He was an interesting fellow. He like picked me up and went back to my room and then proceeded to freak out on me.
He was weird.
He was cool up until the point he got into my room, and then he got all religious and like weird about like, I can't suck your dick because the Bible says blah blah blah, and I'm like, you know what, get the fuck out.
Lord.
And I think I texted Gavin, didn't I
Was
text
his
you?
name Wesley?
I
No.
think he did and said, "Come
I
over."
think I texted Gavin and was like, "This guy's weird. Like, if he's not out of here, I may need you to come like help me out or something." So,
what year were you here, Jay?
What's that?
What year were you here?
Ooh, it's been several years. So 5 years ago, I think, because I think it was right around the time my husband and I got together.
That would have been 16 or 17.
Gavin, have I been here every year that you've been here?
I think it would have been 15. So.
Yeah, that I know of.
You weren't there
No,
that
Chris,
long ago.
you weren't there when I went. I think it was 15.
Okay, so just before I got here. I got here in
Yeah.
September.
When did you start, Chris?
September of 15, I think.
Okay, yeah,
All right.
that was just before because it was July, and my husband and I had gone on a couple of dates when I went. Like we weren't really quote dating yet, right? We were kind of we had seen each other a couple of times, but yes,
Y'all were just FWBs.
right. So, yeah, but I want to come back out.
You tell me.
I want to too. I just don't know if I'm able to
make it happen.
Cool.
Nicholas, what are you laughing at? What? What are you laughing at? You're laughing. It's obviously Granny. What is Granny doing?
Hold on.
Oh well, he put his hand in the thing. He thought he was shooting us the bird, but he didn't.
Or is he signing because he's hoping to keep something out?
I think he's signing.
Y'all, Granny sent me a picture. He's out of toilet paper, and he sent me a picture, and there was a
Nicholas,
piece of paper on the wall, and it says number of days without toilet paper, and there's all these tick marks, and then there was his finger there with the shit all over it, making another tick.
Granny has no toilet
That's
paper.
when we come to your house to that one ply.
Right.
Full supply.
All I gotta say is every fucking gay person has a bidet. It's called a douche hose.
Somebody explained to me what the mad rush was on toilet paper.
I've got a bidet on both of my toilets.
I don't understand the reason for it. Like, what was?
I don't either.
Panic.
Total collapse.
But I mean, toilet paper. I understand eggs, milk, bread. I get that. What was the toilet paper thing? Like,
Look, Gavin, not everybody keeps a supply on hand.
Well, and I also think that there's a lot of people who go to work so that they take a shit at work as their regular part of the, going into work. And when they're at home, they're going to use a lot more toilet paper.
Okay.
By the way, Jim, you're frozen. What are y'all laughing about?
I don't know if he knows.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are y'all laughing about?
What do you have in that vape?
Right. I think we know what he has in that vape pen.
I'm thinking that's not just regular.
Who's that?
Nicholas,
who's got the vape?
What are y'all laughing at?
Oh my God, he sounds like a little girl.
Okay, who's got the vape pen?
He's a princess, I'm telling you.
Who's got the vape pen?
Nicholas does.
Oh, okay. That's kind of what I thought, but yeah, I know what's going on there. I've heard that noise before from my husband.
So, what are y'all laughing about, Nicholas?
I laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God Jim's frozen.
We got a buzz.
Yeah.
Hey, big fatty, whose bathroom has the one ply in it?
Mine. Mine.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh God! I grew up on Scott tissue.
I thought you'd be using paper towels.
He would use a paper towel or a
newspaper.
What do you call it? A napkin.
Well, if you use water every day, you don't need much.
Big fatty uses John Wayne toilet paper. Rough and tough and don't take shit off nobody.
Right.
That's why his ass smells so bad all the time.
How dare you?
Nice.
Y'all, you can tell it's a Friday night because nobody gives a shit about nothing.
Right?
So, Nicholas, what was the strain there?
What? Oh, no, I'm not puffing that. I gave my puffer up.
Sure.
I did. I gave it to my friend in Kentucky last
Wait a minute. Chris wants to say something, so everybody has to be quiet.
I sure can't hear him.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Granny was talking. Start again, Chris.
I said,
Sure can't hear him.
shut up, you old fart. I planned to get like 45 minutes trying to get into this because I am fucking stir crazy. I'm just.
We all are.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, let me just ask one question, and it's a very simple question. Is Daisy looking kind of hot nowadays?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Because I know you're a nasty boy, and I didn't know if perhaps your standards had been lower than they've ever been.
Well, see, here's the thing: we're not completely closed.
Right.
Pool is still open.
Right.
So we still have a healthy supply of people coming in. 10 to 15 people. We've got about 15, 20 people a day coming to the pool.
Right.
Something.
So it's not totally without at least eye candy.
Right.
But I did see Daisy today, and she asked how you were doing.
Oh, Daisy!
Oh, well, that's so nice that she would ask how those nasty boys were doing.
How's that Sammy doing? Sammy from Charleston. How's he doing?
Oh, okay, great.
Oh.
Aren't you so glad that he's asking about you?
You know that?
Gavin knows exactly who Daisy is.
I know who Daisy is.
So does Jeff.
So do I.
Y'all, the promotional back when the Hara Hotel, excuse me, the Madrid was a motor court. The promotional postcard out in front had Daisy in it. So anyway,
Oh Lord!
I've seen that.
Did he have a big floppy hat on?
We kind of refer to Daisy as the oldest living Civil War veteran.
I am not surprised.
I agree with that.
But you know what? You got to
When
give
do we
her
expect
credit.
the-
She tries. You got to give her credit. She tries. It's so hard.
She's definitely trying.
Fucked up
Yeah,
and up there in the maze.
trying is a good word.
Fucked up and up there in the maze. It is.
Oh my
Oh,
God! So loud.
God. Oh, you dare.
The nice thing is, you know where she is, so you can avoid her by like going somewhere else.
Well, yes, you hear her coming. Nasty boys. Nasty boys. Nasty, nasty boys.
Chirp her downstairs.
I have one question. Why did the porn stop in the chat room?
I think we're done with the chat room.
No,
Mr. Mike is blocking the guy who was spamming him.
is there somebody spamming? Oh, he's spamming his new Tumblr. Larkin, what's the biggest dick you've ever had?
That I've ever seen?
Had.
Probably about 11, 12.
Okay.
He was
Wow.
a bartender. He was
Yeah,
a
go ahead and
bartender at
tell
a
us
straight
who it
bar in
was attached
Minneapolis.
to.
Huh?
Tell us who
Excuse
it
me?
was attached to.
Well, he was a bartender at a straight bar in Minneapolis, and I don't know how I ended up going there with some friends from work or something. And I'm not quite sure how at all, but some ways I thought it was very, very sad because it was so big, you couldn't even really get it hard.
Oh, yeah. You know what? My first lover
It was
had
just kind of, it was just kind of limp. It got bigger, but yeah, he was a bottom, so he had no choice.
You know what? My first lover had like 12 inches on him, and he could get it hard.
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah.
Obviously,
Chuck had a
you
massive
wouldn't
piece
have
of
been
meat.
his first lover. Okay.
Too bad.
That's what happened with Jim. After that, there was nowhere to go but up.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting a message from Blonde Guy Jay. It says, thanks, Jay. Smiley face. No problem. I sent him your phone number, Chris.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to serve.
It didn't cost you 10 cents, did it?
We've heard that about you.
No, we both got the iMessages. So.
iMessage.
Yeah.
By the way, this meeting tonight has been exactly what I needed today. So, thank you all.
Have you done a breathalyzer recently?
Well,
yeah, do that shot, then do a breathalyzer.
Oh, you gotta let it sink in.
Other than the airlines that has the little individual bottles of.
Well, no, all the liquor stores down there sell them. The little bottles.
Little known thing.
Where's that?
I did not know. Your liquid can be 2 ounces or less, right?
What?
Your mini bottles are 2 ounces.
Okay.
So you can technically take your mini bottles onto the flight and do your own drinks.
It's illegal.
Oh, nice. Okay.
No, my brother-in-law did it.
It's
Well,
illegal.
Nicholas
if
had
you
his
get caught.
shampoo taken.
No, they're They're less than 3 ounces.
They're
so-
less than 3 ounces. You should be good, right?
You can take it on the flight, but if you get caught drinking them on the flight by a flight attendant, it's illegal. They told that on my last flight.
Well, at least be smart about it.
Just don't get caught. That's the important part, right?
Heard of flight instructions that don't drink.
Yeah, that's kind of easy.
There's nobody on the fucking flights now. How can you
Right.
get caught?
Well,
Really?
Well, the flight
really
attendants
a
still lock the
slacker.
aisle.
right. I was gonna say they're all over the few people that are
Wait a
on the
minute.
flights. Probably.
Wait a minute. Excuse me. Chris is doing the breathalyzer now. How many? Wait a minute. First, how many beers and how many shots? Or wait a minute. He's got it in his mouth. It's about to shoot.
Nice. Deep throated.
And I'm spent.
All right. How many? Wait. Before you tell us the number, how many beers and how many shots?
5, 7 beers and 4 shots.
Oh shit!
Oh, you are
Wow.
You see what that's called? Friday. Okay.
And what's your
And I'm at. I keep fucking this up because I have to do a continual blow. Hold on.
Poor thing.
Honey, we all, and the older you get, the harder it is to do a continuous.
Yeah.
Big
There-
fatty.
For sure.
Sometimes your jaw gets
Still blowing.
tired.
Yeah.
Y'all, he is still blowing.
It helps if you take out your teeth first.
Wait. Here comes the result. It is a 0.8.
You are illegal.
Right.
All right, Chris.
You are
the first thing
officially-
I'm gonna tell you is change the batteries in that bitch.
You're officially off the clock.
I love that
7
device.
beers and 4 shots, and you're at a 0.8.
I want to hand that off to the
I gotta
next
puke.
officer that asked me to blow into one of those.
Right?
You know what? There was times I probably went to work after a long night and a long day that I was probably still 08 when I went to work. So
By the way, Mike, that is lovely with the tattoos. Ugh. And that is a
What?
large
Put
penis.
that shit away. What are you talking about? All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
You missed. Chris had 7 beers and 4 shots, and he blew a 0.8.
0.8.
So something's wrong with his breathalyzer.
We're sending him AAA batteries to
Right.
open it.
You know,
I'm drunk.
he's probably got a fucked up liver.
Thank you.
Nicholas, be careful. You're young. You
No,
need that for a
blow
while.
into it. Chris, you blow into it. You don't suck it. Okay. But right now, a breathalyzer, I would suck on a breathalyzer right now.
You would suck on anything.
Aw.
Of course.
Just spread the roast beef and you'll take it anything.
How dare you? You know what? The roast beef is part of the ballet theater, so you better not piss off the roast beef. Is all I gotta say.
Don't piss off the roast beef.
That's Arby's new slogan. Instead of "we have all the meats," it's going to be "don't piss off the roast beef."
The roast beef.
That's called my ass, Jim.
Right.
Sherwood decided that my ass looked like a big old.
I figured that was called the salami.
No, it's roast beef, and the front is the curly fries.
The only problem is when the roast beef
like
comes
flapping
with
lunch.
juice.
Yeah, like it was.
Wait a minute, Chris is saying something. Wait, what?
My whole life, I've only ever taken one official breathalyzer.
Other than tonight. Oh, this isn't official.
This is when I was policing, and it was administered by another policeman.
And
God bless him.
so you blew a 3.0.
Well, that's the story.
Oh Lord.
That's a
What did he say?
There's a story.
There's a story.
Oh. Is this going to take forever?
No.
only you keep interrupting.
That's part of the story.
You need to go on.
Yes, quit interrupting.
From Whiteville, North Carolina, went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Go puke out.
Granny, wait a minute, Chris. Granny is putting his feet in the camera and talking, so we can't hear you.
Yeah, Chris, talking to you. Get closer or something.
Mute. Nicholas, mute.
Was he putting his teeth in?
Okay. Nicholas has muted, so we can't hear Granny. So go ahead.
So, a friend of mine that lived in Pliable, North Carolina, that I stayed with fairly regularly on the weekend.
You have a lovely forehead.
Myrtle Beach.
Right.
But we insisted on going back every night. So this particular night we're going back after a night out.
Right.
I had been drinking, but I was shit faced, not drunk, functional, but I was tired. But anyway, we're probably 2/3 of the way home. I fall asleep, run off the road. We end up upside down in a bit in the middle of fucking nowhere.
You're lucky somebody found you.
What?
You're lucky somebody found you.
Nobody found me. I got the fuck out.
Oh.
Understand, this is when I was policing. So I had my gun. And Tommy and I, that's my friend that was with me, I said, all right, relax, chill out. Use our heads here. But I'm changing. So if I've got to shoot the back glass out. But I hit luckily the trunk release worked. It was a Blazer. The back hatch opened and we both got out.
Uh-huh.
And found somebody to take back to his house.
Lucky.
Who's making that noise?
That's probably me.
No, it's Jay. Jay's
Yeah.
bird.
Oh.
Sorry. My bird and the closet door. I'm getting another drink.
Drink up, baby. And we got
Yeah.
back to Tommy's house and started trying to figure out what the fuck to do. So we call a friend of ours to come pick us up to take us back to the wreck scene.
Oh.
During this, I'm calling my friend that is working at the police department in Horry County to come pick me up from the wreck scene. I'm calling my own wrecker from Horry County to the wreck scene to come pick me up. And we're about 10, 15 miles into North Carolina.
Uh-huh. Shit.
Yeah. So I show up back at the wreck scene, and there's a North Carolina highway patrolman there, and he's driving a Camaro. Well, if you don't know anything about policing, if a motherfucker is driving a Camaro, he's a hard ass. He's issued a lot of shit. So I show back up and I tell him, yeah, this is mine. I'm here and blah, 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 blah. I never told him I was a cop. So he told me to come sit down in his patrol car. So I come sit down in his front seat. And at the time, our badge wallets had our badge on the outside of it. And our credentials were on the inside. So I pulled out my wallet to give him my ID, and my badge was on the outside. I never said a word. I just handed him my driver's license and laid my wallet on my left knee so he could see my badge.
Oh.
We never said a word. He said, I'm going to give you a breathalyzer. And that's when my asshole puckered up 10 degrees from nothing. I'm like, well, here we go.
Not in a good way.
Half-heartedly blew into this fucking breathalyzer. And he asked me, when was the last time you drank? Long story short,
too late.
fucked up whenever he gave the breathalyzer. And he was a very complimenting trooper with professional courtesy. We got everything took care of. I was actually found not at fault, if you can believe that. Single vehicle accident, found not at fault.
Oh wow.
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 Good
Funny
for
how
you.
way back then.
Well, that's back when you didn't have to worry about social distancing.
Well, it was a whole different time back then, as people could help
Right.
people and all people could help people, and because God forbid now you get a ticket or some type of no, don't expect it.
Why'd you take a picture?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
You did.
Yes, you did.
Here, wait. Let's just take another
There you
one.
go.
Big
Who's taking
I
that picture? Oh, Big Fatty.
I did, but I don't know how to do it.
Thank God my
You're
camera's
fucking
on.
doing it. Did it twice.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
great.
There's a little button.
Oh, that's what that button is. Okay.
Which button?
If you click on somebody's picture, there's a little thing in the bottom left corner that says "Take picture," take snapshot.
I must have an
Wait a
old
minute.
Skype.
Tim in Alaska.
Yeah,
Tim in Alaska
even the
is
blind
doing a
guy
good
knows
job. Oh,
Is he?
Mike,
All right.
Mr. Mike, that is enormous.
Oh,
Oh,
what's he
Mr.
posting?
Mike's home. Hi, Mr. Mike. He's home.
I have my
Tim
laptop.
in Alaska. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Chris.
That I've got my laptop running on the other side here. I've got to catch up with everybody.
Right.
Yeah, I'm tempted
Nicholas,
to run a separate.
Are you drunk?
Who?
Nicholas.
Ooh,
Are you drunk?
I'm thinking it takes a little
I got
more.
a good buzz.
Okay. Gavin, are you drunk?
Yes, I'll say yes.
Okay.
I am a cheap.
Chris, even though you blew a 0.8, I know you are.
He's fucking drunk.
Negative Ghost Rider.
I'm sorry. Nobody, I don't care who you are, can drink fucking 7 beers and 3
It's in 4 shots.
0.8.
Unless they're like
You need that shit calibrated or something.
half-ounce shots and 4-ounce beers.
Where I work, I am a fucking professional.
That's true. The Capri Lounge
If
will
you're
make a
gonna be the-
professional out of anyone.
If you're gonna be the cruise director at the Madrid, you better be drunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Oh no, the Capri Lounge is one of my favorite parts of going out there.
Oh
So.
God, yeah.
That happy hour is awesome.
Well, see, the last time Gavin was here.
No, don't.
Yes, we've heard that.
Here it comes.
That was not funny.
Oh, but it was.
The bartender saved my life. I swear to God. The guys that worked at the front desk and
got bruises everywhere, and I'm like,
I had to literally go up to the front desk and find out did I actually sign in and.
Can I just say, this is not just the last time Gavin was here. This is every time Gavin.
No, I've been very good. It was extenuating circumstances.
he didn't tell me when he got here.
I arrived like 10 o'clock, and I knew the bar. According to the website, their bar closed at like 12. So by the time I got all my luggage and all that shit and got the car and got over to the hotel, it was like 11. It was like, oh no, we stay open until everybody leaves. I was like, oh well, okay. So I started ordering Jack and Cokes and Jack and Cokes and Jack and Cokes.
Wait a minute, Gavin. If I may interrupt you, Gavin is the only person on the face of the earth to order a double at the Capri Lounge.
Yes, I did. It was pretty much Jack, and they waved the Coke thing over the top. Over
Big
the top
Fatty. When I was there before, I ordered doubles. That was a mistake, but and that's how I ended up with that weirdo in my room.
haven't?
Isn't that like kind of like the Merc drinks here, Jay?
But those guys saved
Yes.
my life, and it was the bartender at the Capri Lounge. Jay, what's his name? I'm sorry, not Jay.
Bobby.
Chris,
Bobby.
Bobby, such a great guy. He
Are
took,
you paying?
The bartender, yes.
yes,
That
he,
was Bobby, I think. Yeah.
We love Bobby.
yeah, he took care of me. He did.
Oh, yeah. I
Bobby
had a,
loves Nicholas too.
He made sure
I
I got
had a lot of
room.
Maker's
He
Mark.
made sure that I got checked in. He made sure that I, didn't. Well, other than my falling flat on my face, he took care of me.
Are you sure they didn't push you?
No, they did not. No. I mean,
Oh no, we can all
day
do
or
that
so
on our
later,
own.
a day or so later, I remembered what happened. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
I just remember I was surprised when they handed me a second drink because I was like, wait a second, I already ordered one, and they're like, oh, well, you get the second one. And I had ordered a double, and it was like, oh, well, okay, I guess I have to drink this.
Well, in reality,
What's that Mongoloid doing?
That's great.
Am I on? It's in reality, Capri Lounge. We really give you $5 and give you a bottle of vodka. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
see,
this is why we love the Capri Lounge.
No, I was drinking Maker's Mark, and they were very generous. So,
well, pick your poison, and we should give you $5 in a bottle. So.
right. I think that was accurate. And the second night was even better. I got to go back to my room with Durwood, and that was quite an experience.
Oh,
Oh,
Here comes the proof.
Was he fucked up?
I think we both were, but we enjoyed ourselves. Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him to find out. Maybe he said it was disgusting and terrible, but I enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
there's only one time Granny has not. I mean, excuse me, Durwood has not enjoyed himself, and that's
Gavin, you're on mute.
And that's when he earned his patch.
Oh,
say that out loud.
Well, yeah, there's that. Okay.
No, I had a good time with him, and I think he had a good time. And then we after spending several hours hanging out, we decided to go watch Wes get flogged. So.
Well, I got to tell you, you did not wait till you were back at the room because you guys had your dicks out at the top of the stairway.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, whatever. My dick was out a lot of the weekend. and your point is?
Well, I just don't want to be the only person embarrassed right now.
I'm not embarrassed. My dick is tiny and whatever, but
I wouldn't call it tiny.
But I've two people. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, Chris. What were you saying?
No. You good? I'll be the first to say I was not. Last year, Pride 48, I was kind of doing my own thing. I caught some of the things I wanted to catch, but at the same time, it was my opportunity to kind of.
Pride 48 was your excuse to go to New Orleans by yourself.
Right. So I kind of let loose a little bit and did my own thing because I didn't know what I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I was walking into.
Right.
All right.
Oh no, we all listen to the podcast and just store up the horny.
Well, no. Bullshit. Knowing now how this works. Get ready. It's just I'm here.
So what you're saying is the podcasts are more important to you this year than they were last year.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had so much going on leading up to that. So I just needed to
shut up
own thing.
Wait a minute. Chris, hold on a second. Look. Shh. Go ahead, Chris.
Whatever that thing is vibrating.
What?
That's Randy Vibra. Oh, shit.
It's his vibrator.
No.
Gavin hooked up his vibrator to his microphone.
He's got a remote.
No, my favorite memory last year is like the first kind of official night, the Thursday night of Pride 48. My husband had like bowed out and was like done. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. I'm going to go hang out downstairs. There's people in the bar. And I went down there, had a few drinks, and then headed out to the corner pocket. And that's when the weekend got good. So, you know?
And for me, it was, I went because of Daddy, Derwood, Granny.
Right.
That's why I went. And I knew all these people ancillarily, but not no faces, anything. I went through that.
This is painful.
Release. So I think this year would be. I'm just like, I want to see these people again, and I have a good time with them. Like
we know how to have a good time, all of us. Just catch us later in the evening when we've had more cocktails.
Well, and it became kind of different because there was a Fraternal Order of Police convention in town, and
right.
And I'm like, well, shit, this throws a whole different thing.
I heard some of those policemen were pretty hot, actually.
Well, some of them were my friends.
Oh, nice.
I had to go. I made the decision to go hang out with them when everybody else was kind of hanging out somewhere else. That wasn't a bad thing. I mean, I saw one of my good friends that I hadn't seen in years there. But I look forward to this year where I can, my mind can be a little less focused on different things and more focused on the things at hand. If that makes sense.
Well, it's Pride 48 is a different experience for everyone, but at some point it all becomes a situation where you want to be around the people.
Exactly. Yep. And that's
almost like social distancing.
No, and Big Fatty, I think what I would say is the overall experience is just feeling loved and accepted for whoever you are, whatever you like, whoever you are. Everybody loves like everybody. We're a big family, and it's wonderful. I've never felt so accepted, loved, and just comfortable in a group of people. And so that's one of the most comforting things there is, because there's very few places we can go where you just feel good about who you are.
Well, and Jay and Fatty, well, Gavin and Jen too. Y'all were there too. I'm not an outgoing person. I keep myself guarded from a lot of things and a lot of people, and it's hard, very hard, for me to let my
people go
hard down around people, and that's simply for my policing,
right?
Mm-hmm.
So until I know what is going on, and I can see the lay of the land and kind of get a grasp of what's going on, and determine, quite honestly, how I can control this as it results to me, and how it reflects to me. I'm really standoffish, I hate that about myself, and I'm trying to overcome that. But that's just what it is. I mean, last year was totally foreign to me.
Mm-hmm.
3 people.
But Chris, you are just like everybody else the first time they go. There are people there that know more about you than you're going, excuse me, who the fuck are you? You know, and all of a sudden they know all about you. And all of a sudden it's like, I don't know how to handle this. And eventually you get to people knowing about me. Oh, we lost Chris.
Well,
Oh, no,
it's kind of
yes.
freaky. It kind of freaks me out when like I meet somebody like I've never met before, and they already know everything about me.
Right.
I have to remember, I talk about my entire life online,
is weird.
and everybody can listen to it. So it's kind
They
of like
know more about me than I know about me.
Well, that's
that's because you're old.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to get me
You got
wrong.
that right.
Anything about last year's Pride 48, I loved it.
Oh yeah, you were having a great time.
But I also had to factor in me time.
Right.
So I tried to balance that out, and I may not have balanced that out well. But the fact that I want to come back again should.
Well, and that's, I think one of the best parts about that is that everybody's okay with whatever you can give, time-wise of yourself and everything is okay. Like nobody expects you to do or be anything specific, right? You can just be you. And as long as you're honest and just come to the group and interact however you want, everybody's good with that. Like I've never felt like anybody. There's people that interact a lot more. There's people who interact a lot less, and it's all good. Like no big deal.
the first year at New Orleans, like it was kind of like a pig fest. It's like Jim and I were off and running. You know what I mean? But this last year, we spent a whole lot more time going to the studio and watching the podcasts, and spending time at the hotel in the evening and stuff like that. So, it's all new.
I'd like to know what Larkin thinks about all of this. What is your perspective
about Pride 48, and I've been to
mean,
Vegas.
Right. You came the first time to Vegas, and then you came back to Vegas.
Yep.
And what is your perception of like what Chris has been talking about?
Well, to me,
Chris who?
It's one of those things. No, it's kind of weird. It's weird as a listener when you go, because
we hear Granny.
The difference is when you're a listener versus a podcaster. Although I kind of bordered that, the thing, because I was on Gavin's show so much that people did know me.
And Archer. Back when Archie used to.
Oh yeah, the game. Oh my god, I forgot about those. Yeah,
you were on it every week.
Yep. And to me, it's so weird when you actually know people, but you don't, because when you can put a face to them, and it's like it fills out the rest of their personality.
Right.
When did
Archer? No, I mean, and to me, it was very much like going to summer camp, and when summer camp was over, everybody's all sad that it's over.
Yes.
I thought they were smooth.
Don't be so profound there.
I'm looking at the pictures now.
Summer camp status.
No, it's a family reunion or summer camp. Everybody comes together and becomes friends and that kind of thing.
Yes.
And Patty, that's my thing last year. I learned a lot that makes me want to go back.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like going to summer camp the first time. You're kind of excited, but you're also kind of apprehensive and you're not sure what to expect. And now year one was okay. Well, yeah, I did have a good time. And year two is I want to go back.
Did your trip? Yeah.
And the biggest thing was, I went because so many people I knew were going to be there. You, Gavin, Jim, Durwood, Randy, Jay.
Well, you went in spite of the fact that Greg.
Right.
Go in spite of the fact that Randy was going to be
Oh,
there.
I love that finger, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
But I was in a different place last year.
Everybody is. Everybody is their first. Everybody is their first time.
Everybody's life is different. Everybody does things for their own personal reasons. But
and we could tell you selfish reasons.
After they do it the first time, they come back for the same reason.
I've come back every year since the first year I went to Pride 48. So
the first time is always weird or awkward, or I don't know what to expect, but I'm gonna try it. I'm grabbing my balls and I'm gonna try it. And by the time it's over, everybody has decided, okay, I like these people. I want to come back.
I'd be willing to guess you were immensely surprised when I said I was going.
I was floored.
Really?
When you what?
I was totally surprised. I was like, what?
And Chris, the thing about you going is very much the same thing about Granny going the first time and Durwood going the first time, and if it happens this year, Nicholas going the first time is when you go the first time, all these people come up to you and go, "Oh my God, you're all Chris! Oh my God, it's finally so nice to meet you!" And you're going, "Who the fuck is this?" And I mean, all of a sudden, you're just. It's very awkward. It's very awkward.
I have a great memory of the first year in New Orleans with Durwood and Jeremy, like stumbling back from the corner pocket that I barely remember, little bits and pieces. I don't think they remember much more either, but
I can assure you that neither one of them were fucking sober.
Well, none of us were, but it was excellent.
And a lot of my last year, I kind of just stood back and took my cues from Durwood and Granny.
Uh-huh.
Of all people.
Good luck.
Well,
that's good.
My sister people, so that's I kind of stood back and took my cues from them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I got to be in the pocket, but I'm going to look to you to know kind of where we're going and what we're doing. And if I
have another drink, Chris.
Right, but don't be afraid to interact with the others too,
But Chris,
pick up some of that blue.
You will also be in a very different headspace when you go back this year.
Head.
Oh yeah, you will definitely.
Spacehead. Is he still there?
I'm here. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Did your trick show up?
I'm getting back there. Hold on.
By the way, Big Fatty, what is Jeremy gonna potentially come back?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Okay. He was so much fun. So
oh my gosh,
it would be fun to get him back. So, but everybody's got to decide if it's the right thing for them, and if not, hey, that's cool. But
he was funny. Gavin, do you remember?
A lot of things.
Going down?
So what?
You speak, Gavin. Go ahead.
I said a lot of things are different right now, so everybody's in a different economic state right now.
Yep,
so.
I agree.
Yeah.
What?
What were you saying, Jim?
It was funny. Every time I'd go down for a cigarette, he'd be down there on the cigarette bench.
Yep.
Plastered.
Yeah. Do you remember they came rolling in? You and I went out at like 4 a.m. or something for a cigarette.
Yeah.
And him and I forget who it was. Him and a couple other people come rolling up.
It wasn't me that day.
A grenade. He had a grenade in one hand and a
Yeah.
cigarette in the other, and he's just like
loving it.
This is my second one. He had this thing was like 36 inches long.
Oh, I just enjoyed Jeremy a lot. So
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good people.
He's a heart of gold. He does.
Yeah.
And
but it's not the right place for everybody. So I also understand
doesn't
that
work anymore.
Yeah. I also understand that like it's this is an interesting group, and like anxiety is a real thing, and group things are tough.
Yeah.
My husband really struggled. Like he wanted to go and have a good time, and he didn't. So it can be tough. So.
But the thing is, nobody judged him about it. We all
no,
yeah.
like I don't think he feels bad about that. Although I don't really know what's going on in his head, but
he shouldn't feel bad about it.
No, I know. It just he went and he was overwhelmed, and it's like so it's not the right thing for everybody.
I will be the first to say that we are a lot.
Oh, there are a lot of big personalities.
Yeah, there are.
Okay,
they're all vying for attention.
I'm glad I got to go the first year when it was fairly small.
Yes,
right?
That's nice.
Plus, they put us in this little closet, so we had no choice but get together.
We were in a closet. You're right. You are right.
You know, I miss going. I miss going. Matt Burlingame.
Yep.
I agree.
I feel bad because like he doesn't go anymore, and I understand why. Like he has situations, but like he was so much fun. He was so cuddly. I was like always. I think I spent half the weekend sitting on his lap. I was like,
here's an idea. What would
Mr. Mike is lovely. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yes.
I've had a lot of.
Go ahead, Chris.
Am I here? Okay, y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an idea. What if, like, and Fatty, I think I kind of tossed this around with you, and it probably already happened before, but like, if there was a underwear meet and greet in a hotel room or a
We've had that before.
I would love to do an underwear party again, but I don't know if would. Fatty, do you know if the hotel would allow the us to do that in their conference rooms?
Oh, wait a minute! Look at Daddy and Boy.
It's like me,
Chris. Every year in Las Vegas, we had a hospitality suite there, and every year we would have an underwear party that was hosted by the guys from Canada, Turnip Head and Urban Guy T.O. Okay,
I miss them,
and it was just fun. You just went, and it was one of those things that it didn't matter what your body was like. You just went in your underwear and you sat there and you just chatted and talked and had a good time and had cocktails. And it can happen. It can happen in New Orleans, but it has to be. It can't be in the public areas. It would be like.
Right.
It's like it's the all Chris underwear party. Come,
so does that mean the conference
ask for
rooms
details
can't be
if you want to attend?
Are the conference rooms considered public areas?
They are, yes.
Yeah. So that's the deal. Is we need somebody to offer to host, or this year might be the ultimate year to ask them for a hospitality.
No. I would never want to do anything like that in a hospitality room.
Right.
What would be ideal is having adjoining room and I don't even know that hotel has those.
I'm sure they do. Oh my God!
but
Wait a minute.
No,
Oh,
and
jump.
why not a hospitality suite? Maybe I'm not following, but like the hospitality suite, the hotels had offered us a place where we could offer cocktails and like snacks and stuff, and people could just go and hang out.
Well, Jay,
I don't.
Jay, I will just
I'll
tell
talk-
you, life is is very different now. We had a Cinderella deal in Las Vegas. Okay?
Yeah, no, and I
mean,
understand that.
everybody.
I've helped schedule big events for some organizations, and so I know that was sweet. I don't know how Pride 48 managed that, because that
We
was
don't either.
incredible. Yeah. So, but I don't know if the Holiday Inn might this year be willing. Like it might be the year to ask, right? I don't know.
Granny and Nicholas are in the picture together, and it's just making me want to gag. Okay.
Aw.
Because Granny's in Nicholas's crotch.
But I will offer my room up as the underwear party. That's fine.
Anyway, y'all, I will say this. Somebody, I don't remember where I heard it. Oh, it was fucking Dan from Gayish said that in Seattle, they are having virtual underwear parties.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I'm going to suggest to Pride 48 that maybe we do a virtual underwear party for the next get together.
There you go.
Now, Jay, it doesn't help you.
I know. Yeah. Like I enjoy the tactile experience. So.
Right. Hi. Wait a minute. I want to say hi, Mac Zook. Who the fuck are you? But welcome.
Oh,
Let
this
us
is
know who
someone
you
new.
are, Mac Zook.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
But no, we
and now Larkin, did you ever go to an underwear party in Las Vegas?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the second year. Yeah.
That was still a pretty small group, because I think I went. Was it the third or fourth year that I don't remember which year I started going. I've been every year since, but
it's the second year. I think there was first year. I think there was less than 50, right?
Right.
Attendance. And then the second year it was around 100, if not more.
No, I was gonna say I don't think it got that big until
it was a big year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you leaving?
And then what happened then is
Wait, are you leaving, Nicholas?
I am. I'm going to bed.
Oh,
all right,
you guys
Randy
are
and
done.
Nicholas are going to
It was a pleasure meeting you.
It was nice
Thank
meeting
you,
y'all.
Nicholas.
I'm waving goodbye.
Bye.
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 Pleasure
Don't
meeting
choke
you,
on
Nicholas.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Don't choke on it.
Then I would do everything.
Right.
Right.
It's
Careful of those
Granny.
small things that you can choke on them.
It's
Well,
Granny.
if I
You
wanted a
won't
small
choke.
thing, I'd be over at Big Patty's.
How dare you?
All right. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Granny. Good to see you guys.
Here is the amount of gin left in this
Nice
bottle.
seeing you, Granny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bye, Granny.
See y'all tomorrow.
that's
All
it.
right, bye. See you at the cocktail party tomorrow. Bye.
So I have
All
a
right.
question.
I'm sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead.
Oh, I was done.
So
Okay,
I have
great.
a question.
Yeah.
I know in Vegas at Pride 48, people started going every other year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Was that is that same thing been going on in New Orleans, or it's been the same people?
No, it's been the same people.
No,
It's
Yeah.
it's a basic core
bitches group.
and then there's
Who said that?
ancillary there's a wild card factor as to who else is going to come and join us.
I haven't noticed the every other year thing with Vegas. I definitely noticed that, but I wonder if New Orleans will start to see that now that we're a couple of years in.
I would definitely go if not for extenuating circumstances. I would go every year because I just love New Orleans.
New Orleans is good, cost more for the room, so they're definitely more expensive, but the food is cheap. So the food and alcohol bill was small. So the stripper bill was big, but that's okay.
I didn't think the room was that expensive. I mean, considering where you were, so
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's
when you're
still,
yeah, when you're paying for it
$99 a
yourself.
night.
No,
You ain't gonna
not a
find
bad
anything
deal.
cheaper there.
No, but in Vegas it was $39, I think, or 29.
Oh yeah,
plus the
for
resort
the
fee,
weekday.
which was like $20 or something. So it was less than $60 a night.
Well, that was the weekdays. The weekends were a little
Yeah.
more, but
They were a little more.
But in Vegas, what happens? Everybody would start going earlier and staying later, so they get more weekdays in there.
yeah.
Well, and I will tell you that's no longer available in Vegas. So
Really?
Oh, really?
right.
Oh.
Aw.
So
I wonder. Yeah, like I guess.
well,
we'll
it may
have
be
to-
it may be now, but it wasn't when we made the decision to go to New Orleans.
I like New Orleans better because the strippers are better.
Well,
So that's a personal opinion, but
I like New Orleans better because there's more to do that isn't ridiculously overpriced.
I think there's better food in New Orleans,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and then there's just more variety in the bars and everything. Whereas Vegas, like things are so far apart that to get around, you really have to make a plan to go somewhere. So I feel like New Orleans is just easier to like get around and go do stuff. And the bars are so much better in New Orleans. So
Oh yeah.
the Fun Hog Ranch was fun. I have some great memories about being there, but
That was the highlight of the weekend mostly.
yeah, that I still have the guy's phone number, Steve, that I met at the Fun Hog Ranch, the guy with the massive dick that I kept groping. I've still got his phone number, and I may hold on to that for a long time.
Aw.
Well, we'll see.
I gotta
Like
see it again.
if he's
We
ever
may
out
end
this
up-
direction,
We may end
again,
up in
who
Las
knows?
Vegas again,
Exactly.
and I would be adverse to that. So
Well,
But
Are
the
the-
New Orleans bars are fantastic. So I just like the action there better. For me, it's
Well,
a tactile experience.
Well, it
I
used
have
to
a
be better
question.
than it is now, but still, it's still relatively fun.
Oh, it's
that's what I was
incredibly
gonna.
fun.
I was gonna say that because, like, when I first moved to Sacramento and would go to San Francisco, the scene there at that time, 20 years ago, and today, they're not even the same. I mean, that scene hardly exists in San
But-
Francisco anymore.
But Larkin, for somebody going to San Francisco for the first time now, they would still go, "Oh my God, this is fabulous."
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
So-
many of the bars from that time are no longer around, and
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, you probably still got what is the Bear Bar there on
Lone Star.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been to San Francisco to a
is
bar
that
in
okay?
probably like 7 or 8 years. It's been probably short. I've only been there a couple times after your last meet and greet there.
I was going to say, y'all, the first time I met Larkin was at a meet and greet, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay. And he was brought there by or did you bring the Hello Waffles guys there, or did they bring you there?
No, that wasn't that first time. I brought them the second time.
Okay.
I miss Calvin and JR.
I have a hard time calling because I know their real names, and so
Yeah.
and so I can't. And
I
they
know-
changed their names on so many times.
Oddly, I know one of their real names. But
Which one?
Calvin.
Okay.
JR's
They're-
real
they're-
name isn't JR?
Right. but they're both incredibly good guys. Like I
Yeah.
love them, and I haven't talked to them forever. So
Don't say
My-
anything.
my husband and I went out and got Thai food with them when like 4 years ago when we were out in San Francisco, and we went and got like mani pedis and then went and met those guys for Thai food,
sounds
and it
like
was
them.
so much fun. So
Don't say anything. I used to call them every time I was headed to the city. And then let's say I was only going to be there for, let's say, for the day. And I'd want things that I was going there for a reason. And then I could never get my stuff because they always had to take you to the newest restaurant for this and that. So I used to not tell them every time because otherwise I could never do the stuff that I wanted to go there for.
Right.
Don't tell them.
Larkin,
I love them. They were fun.
What meet and greets did you come to of mine out there?
Both of them. The one
Well, I had
next to
several.
the Bear Box. What's that place called?
The Mix?
Mix? No, it's not Mix. What's it called? The Mix?
Well, the Mix
Maybe it was
near Bear Bucks.
Bear Box. Yes, I was to that one, and then you did the other one that was at the Cock.
I did one at the Cock, and I think I did one at the Edge up the street from Bear Bucks or from the Mix.
I didn't go to that one. I don't know when you did that one.
I think my husband and I may have like stumbled across the Edge at some point, but
because I met.
We never went in.
Down 18th from Castro, and the Edge is up 18th from Castro.
Yeah, I know where that's. But yeah, I didn't go to that one, so I don't remember you.
Maybe I didn't do one there. Maybe I just went there and got drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say we like while we were waiting for Calvin and JR, like we went to a bar that I don't remember the name of, but they had incredible deals. Like it was like 1/4 price, like happy hour cocktails, and I went in and it was like what $4 for a double shot of, in the
Castro?
cocktail. What?
In the Castro?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
We went in and it was like this incredible deal, and I was like, hell yeah, give me 2. Right? Like I won't be here for long, but I can drink a lot if I want. So
the Cock was a fun bar, wasn't it, Larkin?
Yeah, it's not longer. I don't.
It's no longer there,
but it was early,
closed.
and we didn't notice that it was that exciting. So like, yeah, it was fun. But
you know what? The one thing that really disappoints me this year because of this whole thing is I'm in October. I'm turning 60, and I really wanted to plan like some fun.
Don't say that. 40.
I wanted to plan some fun, like go to San Francisco, maybe go to Palm Springs, do like this little whirlwind, at least 3 places kind of vacation, and I can't do that.
Well,
Palm Springs.
You can always come to Fat Acres.
Well, yeah. Well, which would be pretty much like going to all those places.
Yeah.
But
How dare
Fatty, I want to come visit you. So if I schedule a horror hotel visit, maybe I could try to work out like coming to visit you.
We can see what we can work out.
Because I would love to come out there and visit some of the local attractions. So.
Well, there ain't nothing to do right now. I can tell.
God.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my God, it's midnight.
So, Jay, I have a question. I used to work for this company that when you traveled, if I stayed with a friend someplace, the company allowed me to give cash to the person in lieu of a hotel. I mean, it was built in that I could like give. I don't remember how much it was, but it was. Because I'm not getting a hotel room, so they said, the state probably doesn't let you do anything like that, huh?
No. I mean, I have to just submit a hotel receipt. So.
Because I used to go back to Minneapolis, where I used to live, and I'd always stay with friends. And I worked for a company called Air Touch. It's no longer around. and so I'd go back to Minneapolis to do stuff, and then I'd stay with friends, and it was kind of win-win because I got to stay and visit with my friends, and my one friend didn't want to. It's like, dude, it's not costing me anything. Take the money.
Right?
How
I
nice.
was like, so
No,
like,
the state will just reimburse real expenses. So I
Yeah.
suppose if I shared a room with somebody and they didn't bill or whatever, and it was billed entirely to me, I could do that. But
he doesn't have a mask on. That's not safe.
We have to call it a night because I'm like exhausted. So
Already?
Well, Gavin,
Jim-
I would just
Jim,
say
you
one
want
more
to say
time. I would say one more time that you're doing a great service to lots of people to do this.
No, I'm happy.
Yeah,
to-
thank you, Gavin.
It's doing me a great service too. So, I'm not actually.
We're all having a good time.
Either Jim is frozen or he's fucking bored out of his.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
He's there.
Yeah, I did go get something to eat though.
And Larkin, it's lovely to see you, and you need to be.
It was.
You need to be more visible than you have been.
It was.
I've
awesome
been up there. I
seeing you,
listened.
Larkin. Thank you.
Okay. Well, you listen, but just because you listen, we don't know you listen. Okay.
Larkin,
You're supposed to have that power.
Do you still go on the hikes?
Larkin, if you go into the
I
chat
haven't
room,
much.
Okay.
if you go into the chat room, I will invite you on, but you don't. We're not going to feel bad if you say no. Just want to listen.
Oh no, totally. I couldn't remember. Well, I was trying to get back on. I rebuilt my computer, and then right about the time I was having a problem, I went for like 2 months without a computer because mine died, and I was waiting, and so I was able to finally get all the pieces I needed. And I couldn't remember my Skype login.
Oh.
And so it was like one of those. It's like, okay, it was attached to an old email that I don't use anymore.
Oh.
So it was one of those like, oh, let's see. And I had to really think hard about what that email was at the time. And
See, that's why I have a little jump drive that has a safe on it, and it what I don't know what they call it, like a secured like folder, and I can access that, and I have a Word document in there with all my email. I mean, all my emails, all my passwords, all my everything login, because I can't remember shit. So,
welcome to 60.
Yeah.
Well, and now your computers remember everything for you, so you don't have to,
Before we all log off, I
does-
was going to ask: are any of you guys planning on going to the hot dog down the hallway weekend?
I'm not. I'm not planning on it.
Fatty, are you gonna
Not
maybe
going,
go?
Just not planning on it.
There's a good possibility that we will be there.
Okay. So
Got
if
it
I
over
wanted to, because I'm seriously thinking about like looking at flights and stuff, and I would potentially come. Would I need to fly into a different different airport, not hotel, different hotel or blah, I can't talk. Different airport.
Because you're drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Where would I need to fly into? To
Augusta.
AGS?
AGS.
Same place?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So if I flew in there, like I could come visit you, I would need you to pick me up. So-
Well, there would be somebody that would pick you up. Absolutely.
Okay. I could offer services for that, I'm sure. So
Well, we'll send Derwin.
Oh, okay. Well,
wow.
I'd be happy to offer him services. Am I that terrible?
Oh, by the way, I'm going now. I'm
Right?
You're gonna get some of those services?
As long as Derwood picks you up, right? Of course,
Right.
Gavin, when you come, we'll send Granny to pick you up.
Okay, I don't feel so bad.
all right.
Good
night, guys.
So,
All right,
All right.
thank you, and I hope everybody shows up tomorrow night for the Pride 48 cocktail party.
Tomorrow night,
I agree.
8:00 tomorrow night, and next week again, Friday, 9 p.m. So,
Okay.
All right.
Good
See
night.
everybody
Good to
there.
see all of you. Okay.
Mhm.
Good night.
All right.
Good
I'm
night.
waiting for
Night.
the outro music.
There is none.
No.
You wouldn't hear
Okay.
it anyway, so
Okay.
bye.
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 How do you